And proceeding forward, let us check out the multi-dimensional 2D array. So here on the right hand side, I have the sample example of the 1D array, that is integer array, string array and so on. And apart from floating point value and string values, we can also have the boolean array, double array and so on. Now on the left hand side, let me give you the example of 2D array. So here suppose I have this 1D array 2519, and suppose if I define one more array just below it, let's say 10, 15, 2 and 0, and so on. Let us define more values. So here we have four one-dimensional array. Now if I tell you that we can convert these four individual arrays into one single 2D array with the help of this syntax, curly braces opened and here it is closed, and in between these two we have four individual 1D array defined. And here on the left hand side, if we define integer followed by two pair of square brackets space the variable name equal to this 2D array. So this my array will simply point to the 0th element here. And this is actually the example of the 2D array in Java. So the syntax to define the 2D array in Java is that data type followed by square bracket open close space array name. And now this data type can be the string, float, double, int, boolean and so on. You can have any kind of data type present here. And now the concept of 2D array we are going to check out in a lot more detail in our upcoming videos. So as of now, just check out the basics and fundamentals of the 2D array. How do we define it and how does it look like? So proceeding forward, here in case of 2D array, what about the indexing? So in case of 1D array, we all know that this too will have the index of 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on for the other 1D array. So if suppose this is the example of the 2D array, so what about the indexing? Now in case of 2D array, we have row and column concept. So these are actually the four rows. This one is the first row, second row, third row and fourth row. And now again we have the column concept. This is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column. So more or less it is like a tabular form. So you can treat it like a table. Table having four rows and four columns, right? So the index will be similar to the row count and also the column count. So for the row count, we have the index again starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. And for the columns again, we have similar kind of structure 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I ask you to access this value of 51, so how you are going to access this value of 51? So here, let us take an example such as system.out.print the value at the index of 3 and 1, that is the third row and the first column. So this is the third row. 2, 51, 1 and 9 are the content of the third row and the first column, which means this first column. So third row and first column simply points to the value of 51. So this simply prints out the value of 51 in the output console. And now if I ask you to print this value of 9, then what you will do? Now remember, we have the value of 9 here as well. So we want specifically to print out this value of 9. So again, this value of 9 is present in the third row and third column. So here is our code, my array 3 and 3, index of third row and index of third column. So this simply prints out 9 in the output console. So this was all about the arrays in Java. Now in the next two videos, we are going to check out the demo video of the 1D array and also the 2D array in a lot more detail inside the IntelliJ IDE. So again, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and please like the video and share the video. Thank you and have a good day. This is Shreyas from SmartHeart signing off.